I'm proud of you, Cam. You're doing well down there.
Yes, hello, welcome to the Fantasy Threesome FPL podcast. I'm Phil, and I am in a buoyant mood despite Bournemouth's last-minute loss at Arsenal. I'm here with Anthony. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, but I'm not quite so buoyant as yourself. Still very much feeling the effects of that 97th minute goal on Saturday evening. But yes, I'm sure we'll get on to in a minute why you are such a happy chappy today.
Michael, how are you?
Oh, good afternoon. Very good, thank you. Just chowing down on my homemade turkey chili with brown rice.
Every pod.
Sounds
I
nice.
lost £8. £8 this week, lads.
That is incredible, mate. Well done.
Over half a stone.
Add that to the £50-odd you're paying a month for the actual
Oh,
scheme.
come on now. Don't be like that.
Worth every penny.
Every penny.
So, boys, we're recording on Monday. That's very old school of us. Monday, and the Brentford-Fulham game is still to happen tonight, so a lot could change.
It needs to.
Yeah. Okay. So, with those comments in mind, Mike, how's your game week going?
It's been disappointing, lads. I have got, though, 2 players to play. So I still have Rico Henry and Brian Umbermo Drink in the Congo still to play for me tonight. So I'm hopeful that they turn things around for me. Currently, with the players I've got due to come off the bench, because inexplicably, Sanchez was dropped in goal for Brighton, replaced by Jason Steele. So I've got 3 points to come off the bench from Fraser Forster. And Tyrone Mings is coming in for 8 after the frustration of Reece James being brought in last week live on the pod and then being dropped. So who knows what might have been. But I'm sat on 47, massively helped by the 21 points I got from Salah. Outside of that, nobody got me more than 4. It was 4s, 2s, 1s, 0s. All pretty underwhelming. So I sit on 47. I believe I made 2 transfers last week. You'll probably tell me differently.
No, you've made 5, I'm afraid.
What? 5?
5, yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
5?
Strangely, you did. You've made some bad decisions here, if I'm honest. Do you want me to run through, where the bad decisions start?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so the first fairly bad decision that you made was taking out Andrew Robertson, who got 9 points yesterday, for Reece James, who was injured.
Okay, yeah, that's not a great start. Yeah,
that wasn't ideal. Then you decided to you brought in Rico Henry. That may come good still. You brought in Kane for Tony, so Tony's gone and can't get you points tonight.
I mean, when is Tony ever going to get banned? I mean, can we just crack on with that, please?
And then you decided that you didn't want all the points from Darwin Núñez over the weekend.
Brilliant.
You didn't want his 12 points. You wanted Brian and Burmo's points instead. So that might still come good for you.
Hey, it might. Okay.
You've got to take 16 off your score.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen it here. I genuinely did make 5 transfers. Bloody hell. So I'm sat on 20 with 11 to come off the bench. So 33 and 2 to play. It's underwhelming. I think that's fair to say.
31, not to... It's 31. But...
I love the fact you got to the point where you've actually do transfers and you don't remember doing them.
I don't remember making 5. I thought I'd been quite conservative by my standards last week. Actually 5 probably is.
On the 28th of February. Oh, so that was the day we recorded. You then went back to your team at 16 minutes past 10 at night, which is way past your curfew.
Yeah.
And you made 3 transfers. Kane, Forster and Burmo for Tony, Edison and 12-point Darwin.
That must be Central European time or something. I wouldn't have been up at 10 o'clock at night on a Monday night. Oh, it was a Thursday, wasn't it? We recorded late. Question time. I was waiting up for question time. Oh, Fiona Bruce. She's got a lot to answer for.
She looks
So
like
have you.
mum. She looks like mum, Fiona Bruce.
She does look a bit like Mum.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit. So, Ant, how was your game week?
Well, as you know, for the second half of last week, because we did record before the midweek games last week, before the Arsenal and Liverpool games, which saw me get 127 lovely big points last week. So that was very nice.
Anthony, I didn't ask you what we did last week, did we?
Well, we weren't recording, so I just wanted to start with some good news. That is the good news, and that's where it ends for me, because this week I have done better than Mike, I would say that. No transfers for me, obviously.
I mean, the bar is pretty low, Ant, in fairness.
Well, that is true. That is very true. I'm currently sat here on 44 points. All players have played. And really, the only people who did anything in my team was Gakpo finally came good with 14 points. Van Dijk got 6 and Ake 5. Other than that, 2s and 1s. Voita, who's actually flying high now, isn't he, in our league? 7th in the pod league. He picked my captain as I lost the quiz last week, and he picked Saka, which didn't work out too well. He got 2 points, doubled to 4. So, yeah, Bournemouth obviously lost to Arsenal, but at least I thought I can console myself with plenty of points from my 3 Arsenal assets. But, oh no, they actually got 7 points between them. So that was a nice little double whammy. Bournemouth lost, and my Arsenal assets did nothing. So that was good. I did make a good decision, though. I did bench Luke Shaw, who got -1. Unfortunately, I made 2 bad decisions. I did also bench Allison, who got 7. And my good friend Senesi. Three of the 4 weeks he's been on my bench. 8, 5, and 7 for him. The 1 week I did play him, of course, he got 0. So, yeah, 44 points. I did, before this, have a lovely little buffer to fill. Mike, you're unfortunately quite a way behind. But, Phil, I think you're about to reveal that buffer has been eaten away.
Yeah, you had 50 points you had on me at the start of the game week. And then and it's down to 6.
Oh, my days.
To 6. So
good grief. Squeaky bum time.
Yeah, I'm chasing. So yeah, it was all I only made 1 transfer this week, in Matoma for Dwight McNeil, which Dwight McNeil did get an assist. And then it was the captaincy choice, and I looked at what games were on TV, and I thought Liverpool are at home. They've got to win. They've got to start getting some wins. So I captained Mo, and so 42. I was watching that game. I mean, it was a brilliant game of football, especially as someone who had 3 Liverpool assets in it, because I had Darwin as well and Trent. And you're just thinking, please don't concede the goal. Please don't concede the goal. And every goal Salah seemed to have some involvement in. If he didn't get the assist or the goal, he was just before that. He was back to his old best, wasn't he, yesterday? And United were terrible. And Fernandes was just... There was 2 times I was watching it where United broke and someone got past Fernandes and he just walked. He just stopped and walked and waved his arms. It's like, you don't need that, do you? You don't need that. The video... Sorry, go on, Ant.
I was just going to say, so I'm sure you boys have seen some of the brilliant content from the Sky Sports coverage of the weekend, mainly around Jamie Carragher gloating over Gary Neville yesterday. But Fernandes did come out for a particular stick, as I think did Luke Shaw. I mean, Luke Shaw, certainly in the second half, looked like he just landed from Mars and never seen a football before. I mean, he literally kicked the ball against someone's backside and it then landed to Salah for one of the goals. But it was unbelievable. United absolutely imploded. Don't know where that came from. Bizarre. Because the first half was pretty close.
Yeah.
United probably actually just shaded it before Liverpool scored. So to then concede 6 in the second half like that was really weird. And unfortunately for Bournemouth, we play Liverpool on Saturday lunchtime. So, ouch.
Yeah. I mean, Salah's assist for the Gakpo goal in the second half was delightful.
As was the finish, by the way.
Yeah. It was really old school Mo Salah. And was it Martinez he put on his backside? It was just beautiful to see. Great to see. And it causes issues because a lot of teams... I was going to wildcard last week because I was angry about my bad week. A lot of teams have wildcarded and got all their Manchester United and Liverpool assets out. Maybe they're going to free hit. So they didn't have to use their free hit when they have no games coming up in a couple of weeks, which we'll talk about. So a lot of people have put all their eggs in the Brentford basket. So we'll see how that goes tonight. One thing that didn't please me in that game is it was 3-0 at the time, and I thought Veghorst is my punt, and he seems to be the only one out there that cares. I think maybe he might turn it around for Man United, but he didn't. They subbed him off on 58 minutes, so he was my punt. So I didn't win the punt. How did your punt get on, Ant?
I had Harvey Barnes, who did a square root of naff all and Leicester's defeat at Southampton. So it's an open goal here for Mike.
Go on then, Mike. What did you have?
Well, I had. Now I do remember. Hold on. I had the lad from Nottingham Forest. I had Morgan Gibbs-White, who got me an assist.
Well.
He got you an assist. He did. He got 4 points. That seems a very low bar to win a punt with.
Well, all my bars are low, mate, but I'm there, and
you win. You win then.
Take it.
I do win.
I'm excited by what could happen here. So you've had warning that you need to prepare a quiz. So anything could happen now. So what you got lined up for us, Mike?
Oh, well, should we play the theme?
Let's go. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. The loser gets their captain picked by a listener with great instinct. Sometimes cruel and sometimes kind. The listener is always right. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz.
Hooray! Hooray, hooray! It's quiz time, baby! And I'm your host, Mike Botto. Why am I your host? Because I won last week. What did I win? The punt. So, okay. So, this is an old favourite, guys. You've not played this for a couple of seasons, I don't think. You're going to give me a number between 1 and 20. I've re-enumerated all of the teams on a spreadsheet. And when you give me a number, that will correlate to a team. I will name that team, and what I want you to do is just tell me who the shirt sponsor is for that team.
This is not going to go well. This could be a very short quiz.
This is going to be awful.
Is it first to a certain number, or are you out if you don't get it?
There are 10. Oh no, yeah, we'll do first to 5.
That's ambitious. Okay.
Or should we just do 5 each? We'll do 5 each. Best of.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Go. So So I wasn't really listening to you earlier on, I'll be honest. But one of you's below the other.
I'm below Ant.
So Phil, we'll let you go first then. If you pick a number between 1 and 20, please.
Number 3 is the best number.
Number 3 in my re-numerator, that is Brentford. Brentford. Could you tell me who the sponsor are for Brentford, please? See if it's been. So that's my chili. See if it's.
I thought it was a bell.
It's been worth their spend.
Oh, it won't have been. I don't clock sponsors and things.
If you don't get it, I will pass to Ant.
Oh, will you? There's something. Their stadium's something to do with homes. Oh no, it's to do with that vacuum cleaner, isn't it? The overhyped vacuum. The sponsor is I have no idea. The Bees charity. I have no idea.
No, I'm afraid it's not the Bees charity. And I'm going to throw to you.
It's something to do with Hollywood, isn't it? Hollywood. Hollywood. Is Hollywood in
I'm going to let you have that. It's Hollywood Bet. I'm going to let you have that, Anthony. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. 1-0 to you.
I was going to say Hollywood Bowl.
No, Mikey, that was so not right.
Thank you. I'll take that.
He only got Hollywood. It's an outrage.
That's fine. If you get one of the 2 words on a shirt, I'll let you have it.
Oh, well,
okay.
Just say betting and you'll win.
Yeah, true. Okay, Anthony, pick a number.
18, please.
18. Okay, brings you Crystal Palace.
Oh.
Crystal, but that's still my chili, by the way, the ding ding. Don't worry about that. Crystal Palace.
I think I know this, actually. Is it, it's the annoying car of it with Rylan Clark. Oh, Cinch.
It is Cinch. You take a 1-0 lead, Anthony. Well done.
Lovely.
Okay.
Stuff. Isn't that 2-0?
Fill it.
Let's
Is
call
it 2-0? It is 2-0. It's the first to 5, and it's 2-0. Phil,
Yeah.
pick a number, any number.
11.
Oh, 11. I feel like this is an easy one for you, Phil. Aston Villa.
Why would that be easy for me?
I don't know, really.
Yeah.
If it helps, I don't know this.
Oh. Come on, picture the shirt. Picture the shirt. Who's your favourite Aston Villa player?
Probably Tyrone Mings. He's a nice man.
So picture him. Shirt's all kind of, he's shredded, isn't he, old Tyrone? So imagine the muscles bulging out, and then you look to his chest, and you see...
I think it's another car company. Is it another car company?
Go on. Go on. Back yourself.
Kazoo.
Oh, it is Kazoo.
Where did that
Well
come from?
done. Well done, Kazoo. Your investment was worth it.
Oh, Kazoo.
Okay.
Is it? Did they say Kazoo? Yeah, you can.
That much I don't know, I'm afraid.
I think they do. Well done, Phil.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really work as a saying, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. It really works for you because you remembered it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's chilly, really is very good. Okay, Anthony, we move to you. Can I have a number, please?
Number 1.
Oh, number 1. Someone was always going to take it. Could I have, please, the Everton sponsor?
Oh, my days. Oh. Is it steak?
Oh.
It is steak.
Yes.
Wow. Very good. I'll make that 3-1.
Boom.
Okay.
Could get
This is enjoyable.
messy.
Phil, we move back to you then, please. Pick a number, any number.
Let's go for 18.
We've already had that.
18. Oh, okay. This feels like a walk in the park for you, my friend. Chelsea.
Oh, it may feel like a walk in the park.
Oh.
Chelsea.
Please do forgive the ding-dinging, but I feel there's a certain kind of like, genuine. If something's really genuine, there's a real genuine. What would that be?
Authenticity.
Genuineness.
Authenticity.
I want to use the word genuine, so you can't have genuinicity.
So what are you trying to say?
Genuinity. What would it be?
Well, I don't know. Tell me a sentence you're trying to use it in.
I think the fact that I'm just eating my dinner casually whilst we're recording the number 1 fantasy sports podcast in Singapore.
Indeed.
That's not a legal claim.
Shows that shows a good degree of genuicity.
It doesn't make any sense. Even if it was genuineness, that makes no sense. Why would you?
Because I'm being genuine. I'm not trying to put on a show or make this slick in any way.
Well, no one's accused us of that ever. Whilst you're talking about food, I had a weird situation in bed last night with my wife.
Okay,
wow.
good. I think you can probably stop there.
Well, no, I sometimes I'll go to bed and I'll just wear the t-shirt I've been wearing all day in bed if it's cold. I'll just wear it overnight because I don't wear pajamas. I'm a boxers only man. But sometimes if it's really cold, I'll just keep my t-shirt on. And yesterday she was lying next to me and she sniffed my armpit and said, "You smell like a chip shop." And I did. My t-shirt smelt of a fish and chip shop, like I'd been working in one, like Anthony has in the past.
Good times.
I stank of a chip shop, but I hadn't been anywhere near a chip shop. How does that happen?
What did you cook?
Vinegar?
No. It was like oil. I smelt of oil, like someone had washed my shirt in vegetable oil.
Maybe they had. Well, that's how it happened.
Well, not sure. But I then
At some point, I'd like to hear more about Anthony working in a chip shop.
Oh, I mean, this was what a job this was. Free burgers and chips every day, boys. Those were the times. Those were the days.
That was going to be the question, really.
3.
Yeah. Free, not 3.
He's pronouncing it correctly, Phil. Free with an F, mate. Yeah.
I wish it was 3 free burgers. It was just the one.
It's not Phil. It's not Phil introducing the fancy threesome. No, it is
3. That's the answer for Chelsea.
3 is the answer.
Oh,
well
my
done. We got
goodness.
there in the end.
That's ridiculous.
We got there in the end.
20 minutes
3-2.
later.
Okay, Anthony, we move to you.
Cheers, mate.
And I say Brighton and Hove Albion. You haven't picked a number. I've picked one for you.
Brilliant.
Oh, well, that's controversial.
Something to do with seagulls. I don't know. Bet 365.
I'm a grown man, Malcolm.
Oh no, mate! No.
No.
So I can throw it to Phil for a 3-3 draw here.
American Express.
Oh, the Amex.
It is
of course.
American Express. Wow, the tension. You can cut the tension with a knife. Phil, we move to you then. We're going to call it sudden death from now on, lads. If one gets one right and the other one gets one wrong, then it's game over. Give me a number, please, Phil.
Oh,
Or should I pick one for you as well?
Well, I think that would only be fair.
Okay.
I picked 16, and that is Liverpool.
You know what? I was going to go 16, which is weird.
I heard you say 6. Yeah.
Yeah. I know one of the words, but I don't know what the second word is. The first word is, I think, is standard, and I don't know if it's chartable or chartered or chartered.
I'm going to let you have it. It's standard charter, which means, you take a 4-3 lead. And really, this is it. And you've got to get this next one, mate.
Number 11.
Got to get it.
11, please.
Okay.
Don't feel pressured.
Okay.
What number are you going for, Ant?
11, please.
11. Okay. 11 is Nottingham Forest.
Is this relaxing you, Ant?
No. Do they even have a sponsor? That is relaxing. What a tune. I thought they didn't have a sponsor.
They do have a sponsor.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they started with that one. Okay.
They did start with that one, you're right, but they have one now.
Yeah, you don't get points for talking about what people started with.
Because we're not playing the game in August, I will need a name.
I'm gonna go.
Can't help but think he's trying to play a bit of mind games here.
I'm gonna go for Ginsters pasties.
Oh,
Ginsters. That is Plymouth Argyle, unfortunately, which means that Phil is our winner. Their sponsor is the charity UNHCR, which is a refugee charity.
Well, that's lovely.
Do you know what that stands for, Ant? UNHCR? What does it stand for?
No idea. But please do enlighten us.
I have no idea. I thought you might know.
Oh, well, no.
Well, I can tell you. The UNHCR is the UN Refugee Agency.
Much nicer than Ginsters.
That doesn't work as an acronym. But anyway, it's the UNHCR. Hard luck, Anthony, which means you will be having your captain picked.
Well, that makes a change, doesn't it?
This week. But it makes a change from last week. Oh, no, it was you.
No.
Yeah,
and the week before, and the week before that, and the week before that. But that's fine. You boys do.
Oh, gosh. Actually, it really matters for you guys. It doesn't really matter for me because I'm there just having a lovely little time down in the corner by myself in the league. But
it depends. It depends who won.
We've got such good listeners because I haven't had my captain choice down to my power for about 5 weeks. But that's fine. You boys
dear. This is definite. Yeah, you can see he's tearing up. Okay. Well, that was the quiz.
That was the quiz. I'm not going to play the outro because it takes time.
I queued it up quite nicely, but that's fine.
A long time. I'm really sorry. Do you want me to? I'll play something for you. What do you want to hear?
That was the quiz. Okay, I mean that doesn't work, does it?
So sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. Thinking straight. What happens if you just drink milk? Like, do you eventually wee milk?
What's prompted this question, mate? Is this because this is what you do on a daily basis?
No, I just don't understand.
I mean, that is the sound of me typing it. What happens if you just drink milk? I'll give you the factual answer.
Well, babies do actually. And they seem all right.
Yes, and they don't wee milk.
Correct. Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks. That's cleared that
Do you
up.
remember? Do you remember?
Good.
I'm sure we talked about this on the podcast before. That it was only a few years ago now that I learned that milk was not cow's wee. Genuinely thought it was cow's wee for a while there.
Yeah.
And
I
actually-
remember. And the thing is, you've been
Well,
happily
actually-
drinking it.
There was a period where I thought it was even worse than that. But yeah.
What's
Well-
even worse than that?
Well, given the motion required to milk said cow, I just put myself down as dairy intolerant.
Oh wow!
Anyway, that's it's going back a few years now.
How many is a few? Because you are a few
Good
years
times.
old.
Yeah, I mean we're talking only about 5 years ago. Yeah.
That
Only
is-
5 years ago
Wow.
did I work out that they lactate in the same way that a human woman would lactate. Yeah. Are they constantly pregnant? Have they constantly just had a calf? How does it work? Why? Because you can't milk a woman.
Well,
And are they all male? Can you milk a male cow, or do you get what I thought I was getting for milk?
Are cows all male?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work. They'd run out, wouldn't they?
No, Mikey, that was so not right.
wow. I mean,
Well-
really asking all the probing questions here.
Yeah,
but-
unfortunately, that's taken all the listener questions away. But fair enough.
Can you only milk female cows?
Yes.
Do you know
I
that?
have to say, Mike. Yeah.
You can only milk female cows. So what do they do with they just turn them into burgers? The male ones. You'd be a
What's
bit naffed,
Clarkson's
wouldn't you? You'd be a bit naffed off if you're the farmer and then I don't know, you've been told your cow's expecting triplets and you just get 3 boys turn up.
Well, you'd be surprised because you'd expect cows. But yeah,
3 boy cows is what I mean.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we digress. Just for a
A
change.
little bit.
Every week.
A little bit. Oh dear. Are all cows girls? Oh no, all cows boys. Yeah.
It's a great question.
It's not all the listener questions we've had wiped out, but it is most. So since our last recording, there's been some fixture cancellations due to the FA Cup. So we should, as a public service announcement, just let people know that this week coming up, Brentford, Brighton, Crystal Palace, and Southampton all have doubles. But the week after that, the following teams don't have a game: Brighton, Fulham, Liverpool, Manchester City, Man United, and West Ham. So,
Yeah.
and you were saying that puts a spanner in your works.
Well, it certainly does, yeah, because I don't have many players actually playing in game week 28, so that is a bit of an issue. This would be the perfect week for the old free hit, but that is long gone for me.
Has it?
Oh yeah, game week 12, I think they're having a look.
Oh, that's going to burn. But then, if you wild card, then you're not going to have any Liverpool, City, United players.
Exactly. So that might just have to be one that you just have to take the hit on that one, because yeah, the following game week 29 is the big old doubles all around, isn't it? So yeah, decisions to make there, boys. I don't know what to do about that one because although I think Phil, you're similar, aren't you? 7 or 8 players out of that.
Yeah, similar in that way, but I do have a free hit. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've got 6 players out. So I could make a couple of transfers between now and then.
Have you used any of your chips?
I don't think my chips are down yet. No, I haven't.
Unbelievable. You do like to store your chips. Mike, how many have you got left?
Me? Oh, I've got no chips left, but I can confirm that you can only milk a female cow.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
How would it work milking a boy cow, Mike? How would you do that?
well, again, like I say, I think you'd probably get what I feared you'd be getting.
So you thought it was only boy cows that produce milk, and that was what you were getting?
I'm not sure I knew that, but I just thought that Yeah, I'm not sure what I thought really. All animals by default, and maybe this talks about me in a misogynistic way, but all animals to me are default male unless I hear otherwise.
Okay, you know that there's a flaw in your.
With the exception
system.
of maybe white bunnies. Actually, no, even then, probably just an effeminate male.
Like the Cadbury's caramel bunny. She's a female.
No, let's not start you cracking on about the Cadbury's caramel bunny again.
You
You all know
sure?
you're obsessed. Yeah, absolutely bang on. We're well aware of your feelings towards her, but yeah, all animals are. I can't think of a single animal that would be female by default when I was talking about them.
What about? I'm not going to say anything.
Just go on, give me an animal that you think might be female.
Platypus?
As a female?
Yeah, could be. Oh, I mean,
we all know it could be. There's a 50-50 chance. We're aware of that. But just by default, I go to male. Maybe I need to dig a little deeper on that and just call it to check my attitude towards women.
I think that is obviously a problem for you, but maybe I know sometimes if people have got a dog, you always say, "Oh, how old is he?" Yeah. That's quite common.
Me or you generically?
Well, just generic. I think that does happen.
Yeah.
People assume a dog is a male.
Oh, well, there you go then. You see, I'm not alone in this.
If it's got male body parts.
Oh, well, you don't go having a poke around, do you? Do you just go they? I mean, I think there's a generation coming through where it'll just be they. We won't even go over how old is he or she. How old are they? That's what will happen.
Oh no.
Okay.
I think that's where we're headed, lads.
Okay,
anyway,
Sam Smith.
So, like you're saying, Mike, about the cows and the fixture blanks. What is your plan then, Anthony? What's your plan? If other people have used their free hit already, what and they also have been taken by surprise with these fixture cancellations, what would you do?
Don't panic. I think you've got to say, if you're like me, you've got your wild card. You've got to wait, haven't you, to play it? Although you can't. Oh no, hang on a minute. You can't wildcard and bench boost the same week, can you?
No.
Oh, that is an issue. Might have to be well, because I was thinking like a wildcard and then bench boost game week 29 with the doubles, but that's not going to work. Might have to be wildcard this week. I mean, I have got a lot of players I need to ship out. Nonto, João Felix, maybe Luke Shaw based on yesterday.
Even if you wildcard this week, who are you bringing in? Because like this week coming, Liverpool have got Bournemouth away, City have got Crystal Palace away, and United have got Southampton at home. They're three incredible good fixtures, but they haven't got a game next week.
Yeah, this is an issue, isn't it? Or just going to have field about 4 or 5 players next week and then save the wild card for game week 29 and hope there's another double game week before the end of the season. But it is a bit of a headache.
If people said to me, should I free hit on the 28th, game week 28, so we're coming up to game week 27, game week 28 will be the one after that, because that's how numbers work. I would suggest no. I think it's a waste of a free hit to use it defensively. I think you just make do. You know, maybe take a little, 4 or 8 point hit and make do rather than wasting a free hit. You're not going to get loads of points because the teams that are playing aren't great anyway. That would be my advice. Mike, in a dream world where you had any sort of chips left, what would be your strategy?
I would do what Ant said.
You're still Googling about milking cows, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
I think you need to let sleeping dogs lie.
I think it feels to me like Mike's given up this season. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I think sadly, lads, that is where I find myself. Yeah, and that's and I won't be alone in that. Perhaps there'll be people listening to this. Maybe if they've given up, they're not listening. But I'm sure there will be some who are listening in Singapore who have pretty much given up. And 5 transfers last week would suggest that I definitely have. I really can't believe that happened.
It
I
didn't.
can. You didn't even know.
Last
Utter
year-
shock on your face.
Last year, there was a phase of people's accounts getting hacked and then people making loads of transfers. And with yours, you just wouldn't know whether you were hacked or not.
Yeah, I checked. It's 108 transfers I've done so far this season.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Does feel like quite a lot.
Mm.
But never mind. So I have sort of given up. So in terms of strategy, I've got no idea, lads. But it does unnerve me. You've probably got your. Liverpool, Man City, Man United all to be without a game in 28 is scary. And then Man City come back and they play Liverpool at home the following game, whereas Liverpool have got a couple of games, United have got a couple of games. So you can see that perhaps it's time to tag out Haaland.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a controversial take.
Mm.
I don't think it's that controversial.
No?
No, I think Kane has got a better run of fixtures coming up.
I know, but we all thought he'd had a good fixture against Wolves, and what happened?
Well, you definitely did. Yeah, well, you can't. Yeah, Traore happened, didn't he?
Yeah, which again doesn't happen very often. Maybe that was just a freak game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
they've got.
You got to throw into the mix with Man City. They got to squeeze in a home game to West Ham somewhere along the line, so they will have a double at some point before the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I would hold fire.
Yeah, I think you don't. I think keep your chips for the run in. Keep your chips for the run in. It will give you a confidence boost if you need it on the run in.
Yeah, we do all have a similar strategy here in that we do the same thing every season. Me and you, Phil, hold them until the end of the season, and Mike pretty much use them by game week 5.
Yes.
There will no doubt be a run of doubles near the end of the season when they're trying to squeeze games in. The only thing is, will they have Champions League fixtures and stuff like that where, they're trying not to tire their players out, so they'll be rotating and whatnot.
If it's City, you would think they can't take the risk. They're hunting down Arsenal in the Premier League, so it's not like they can rest players if they want to try and win the title. So you'd expect them to be going with a full team.
Can I just ask? Oh, sorry. No, go on.
No.
Mine's a largely irrelevant question, actually, to what you're talking about. So carry on. It is fantasy football related.
Oh.
Okay, well, go for it.
So I'm looking ahead to this week, and I'm thinking I'm not going to make any transfers this week, which I'll probably change my mind on in due course.
Yeah, of course.
But at the moment, my squad looks good. However, my goalkeeper is Sanchez, who has a reasonable double game week. So Leeds away, Crystal Palace home this week. But of course, he was dropped at the weekend and still came in and kept a clean sheet. So are we expecting Steele to remain between the sticks?
I think Steele's solid.
Clever.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
He's here a week.
If you look at Steele's record at the weekend, it was stainless.
That's very good.
Yeah, but
Very good. It doesn't offer me a genuine answer to my question, but I'll look into that a bit more. But
I would go.
I wonder if that's worth using my free transfer this week on. That said, I've got Forster goal, who's Nottingham Forest at home.
Yeah.
So don't know, lads. That's the noise. That's the noise it's emitting from me.
Why was Sanchez wasn't injured then? This was just purely selection.
Purely selection, according to Sky Sports of the weekend. Yeah.
Wow. And he kept a clean sheet, so that would be harsh on Steele if he were to be dropped. So tricky.
I mean, if you're looking to make a transfer in the goalkeeper department, then I would say that that's definitely worth considering. Steele at 3.9.
Yeah, if you're wildcarding, you could have Steele and Forster, who are both 3.9.
That would be a steal.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow! And there it is.
There we go. Join the dad jokes.
He's been sat quietly thinking of that one. Good on you.
Oh yes, the brain was ticking along.
Yeah, like it a lot. Okay, I've got a question coming from Wojciech, who's, as we said, 7th in our league. In fact, should we quickly do our league table? Some people might have listened every week just to see if they're going to get a mensch. People say that, a mensch?
I don't think they do, mate. No, but
all right, cool. By the way, for those who have been tortured with Love Island, if anyone else says the math ain't mathing ever again, I will. If you said that to me, I would never talk to you again. Okay, so 10th is I Am Clown, Stuart Brown.
Nice.
9th is Raz United, Ryan Bradford. 8th is SJJB07 by Stephen Benson. 7, and I'm sorry, Wojciech, because I'm already getting your first name wrong. Wojciech's team name is Chaplarova Past, Wojciech. And then 6th is Perowins by Per Wingard. Senoj Mahag, Graham Jones's team is 5th. FC Trixie is 4th. Aerial Tigers. Oh, that's Phoebe Lauer. I've botched these pronunciations. 3rd is Aerial Tigers by John Earl. 2nd is Bosnia United by Nedim Ramic. And All Bowed Down to My FC by Darren Ulner is first place with 1,727 points. That's pretty handy. Pretty handy.
Inside the top 3,000 there with that one. So very impressive.
Yeah.
We all are bowing down to him at the moment.
Mike, your starting 11 that you picked has got after transfers, it's got 20 points, and Salah, who's in your starting 11, got 21.
Thank you.
Bizarre. Anyway, Wojciech says Darwin or Kane for the next 5 games. He was going to go for Harry Kane, and now he's not sure. #Darwinning.
Nice. Well, I mean, the first thing that stands out is that there's a week where Darwin doesn't have a game, whereas Spurs have a consistent run of games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, they'll play the same amount because there's a double game week coming up for Liverpool when there isn't Spurs. But yeah, I would stick with Kane for now. I think.
I would as well. I would concur with that. I mean, yes, Liverpool have a nice easy game this weekend away to Bournemouth, but they do have a gap, and then their following fixtures are City away, Chelsea away, and Arsenal at home. So a tricky little run. So certainly short term, which is what the question was, it would definitely be to keep Kane.
But but you would have said that the fixture they had on Sunday was tricky, and they won 7-0.
This is true. Yeah, you do get some. That was a bit of a freak result, though, wasn't it? I don't think that's going to be the norm. But I mean, certainly if you look at Liverpool's games to finish the season, good grief, all get on the Liverpool train. Leeds away, Forest, West Ham, Spurs, Brentford, Leicester, Villa, Southampton, and Fulham. So there's going to be a double in there as well, with Fulham still to be confirmed. So,
and with sorry for not asking you this, Mike. Both of you can answer. With Liverpool's result, has that made you desperate to get? Oh, you've got Salah in, Mike. Are you desperate to get Salah now, and for the Bournemouth game?
I don't know if about desperate because of game week 28 in the back of my mind. I don't want to bring a player in. Yes, okay, short term, he's almost certainly going to be in the points this weekend. But then after that, if he's got a game out and then City and Chelsea and Arsenal, no. But I'll certainly be getting him in before the end of the season, judging by those fixtures.
Okay. So I would say, Wojciech, why not go both and get Darwin and Kane and get rid of Haaland? You know, live the dream.
Why not?
Every trend needs a setter, but Haaland's last few games, his last 6 games, he's got 2, 4, 6, 2, 10, 4. They're not amazing, and the 10 was against Bournemouth, and everyone gets points against Bournemouth.
It's true. I mean, he's still got 85% ownership, which is incredible. So I mean, if you do take him out and he does stop firing, and the majority of the 85% have kept faith in him, then you are going to possibly be in the pound seat.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, if you know, sometimes you've got to be brave, Anthony.
We do have to be brave. This is true.
So, with those fixtures, obviously we discussed briefly Brentford last week. You're getting Brentford players in this week, are you, Ant?
I think so. They got a nice little double, haven't they? They are both away, but they have got Everton and then Southampton away from home. But they do also have a game in game week 28, which is at home to Leicester, who are in free fall. So this does feel like the week to get in some Brentford assets.
And are you going to join Mike with Mbermo?
No, I don't think so. I'm thinking possibly Ben Mee for my old mate Senesi.
Senesi's on absolute fire.
He is, but Bournemouth do love to concede goals. So, yeah, I would. I'm going to go Ben Me. I think I was almost a definite. Then I'll be looking around for some more assets.
Okay. Everyone was talking about Emerson Royale, weren't they? And then he came off the bench. Mike, you recommended him. He got dropped immediately.
Yes.
He
Yes.
just played.
But let's
Good to know that Antonio's a listener. Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Mike did correctly predict that Wolves would beat Spurs on our WhatsApp group on Saturday morning. Phil, you had the crazy thought that Bournemouth were going to win.
I was weirdly confident.
Yeah, but down to your thought there'd be one crazy result, but Mike got it bang on. He did correctly predict that Wolves would beat Spurs.
I did do that.
That weird one. Do we want to go through the fixtures? Let's go
Yes,
through the fixtures for this week. Let's concentrate week to week.
I thought what I could do is this week. Last week I read them out, and then I only let you. I only let you listen to me. I thought maybe today you could just say one word each in response to the fixture. Is that okay? Just one word.
Yeah.
Although I've made 3 transfers while we've been talking.
Okay.
3
with TH. Yeah.
Talk us through your thinking.
Well, I've taken out Mbermo because I haven't seen how he's done tonight. So I've taken him out, and I've taken out.
Sorry, you broke up on my end.
I'm so sorry. I took out Mbermo.
Oh,
They're drinking with the
already?
Congo. Yeah, he's gone. And I've taken out Reece James, and I've taken out Roger Sanchez, and I've brought in Jason Steele, Dan Burn, who I transferred out 2 weeks ago, and brought back Ivan Toney, who I transferred out 2 weeks ago. Yes, indeed.
Wow.
So yeah, that's happened. Anyway,
wow.
what are the fixtures? Made 3. The fixtures are as follows. One word each, please, lads. Saturday lunchtime kickoff. Bournemouth against Liverpool, 12:30.
Run for your life.
Well, that's more than one, but mine would be help.
Okay. Everton against Brentford is the first half, 3 o'clock.
Leaky.
Mm.
Get rid of Tarkovsky.
No, I don't need supplementary sentences. If you just said the word Dyke.
Yeah, I just said Dyche, yeah.
Oh, Dyche. Okay, Dyche. Leeds against Brighton.
Goals.
0-0.
One word, man.
Leicester host Chelsea.
Dull.
Terrible game of football that would be.
Play the game, man.
Tottenham at home to Nottingham Forest.
Kane.
Goal.
Wow. This is
This is a
This is
terrible
guaranteed.
feature. Can we not have an opinion?
It's a terrible. No, we haven't got time for opinions, mate. Crystal Palace against Man City is the tea time kickoff.
Easy.
That's it. I've had it. Enough. I've put up with your blaming bacon and eggs. I've put up with your blaming vacuum cleaner. I will not have you treating me like a child. Is that clear? Now get out.
That's more than one word, Alf. Next up, Fulham against Arsenal, Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff. It's live on the Sky Sports.
Martinelli.
Okay. Manchester United at the same time host Southampton.
Bella Kotchap's back and he kept a clean sheet. Of course he did.
Okay. Anthony?
Sure.
I want to commend you, Anthony, for playing this game properly and by the rules.
No problem.
Next up, another 2 o'clock kickoff. West Ham host Aston Villa.
Clarets.
Good.
Lose.
Good. And then finally on Sunday, Newcastle host Wolves.
Stalemate.
Ooh.
Clean sheets. Stalemate, one word. Yeah, he is.
Really?
Stalemate.
Really?
Clean sheets
Okay,
for Newcastle.
and then I fancy Newcastle to win that handsomely. Then we move on to Wednesday, the 15th of March, next Wednesday. The double fixtures are played. So Brighton against Crystal Palace.
I am a grown man, Malcolm.
Rivalry.
Okay. Good. And then finally, Southampton host Brentford.
I know I haven't always been perfect,
You can say that again.
Goodness sake.
but you accept me for my flaws and my strengths.
Okay.
Bees.
And Anthony?
I'm going for bees.
Bees?
Good. Then be the fixtures, lads. Then be the fixtures. And with just 3 minutes until I have to get back to my desk to do some very important work, we need to do our punts.
Oh, this always takes me by surprise. I should know the format.
I'm going straight
Okay,
in
so-
there with Evan
Oh.
Ferguson.
Oh, Evan Almighty.
Cheeky little double game week this week. Lovely stuff.
Brighton, isn't he? Brighton striker.
Yes. 2% ownership on the nose. Lovely stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for Janelt. Vitaly Janelt of Brentford with double game week.
Lovely stuff.
And Phil?
Yeah, on a similar theme, I think I will go Jensen for Brentford.
Jensen for Brentford. Okay. 1.4% ownership. Marvellous. Well, there we have it, lads. Thank you very much. I mean, you can do the proper sign off, Phil.
Oh no, that is fine. Thank you very much. Seems fair. I don't think you want
Okay.
to go over the top. I mean, a simple thanks is fine. It's fine.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening, gang, and we'll be back next week. Certainly, either before or after the double game fixtures have been played.
Thank
One
you
of
for
those
that.
two.
Can't wait.
All right. Have a good one. Take care.
Bye
Bye
now.
now.